One of the largest debates around the world today is whether it is advisable for the law to permit just about anyone to have guns. While some people put forth the argument of safety and security as a reason guns should be permitted, frenzied shooters tend to bring their arguments to an uncomfortable halt. Welcome back to the Crime Lab channel. In today's video, we will be looking at the story of the Sandy Hook elementary shooter. What kind of sick human shoots up an elementary school? No sane human would. However, if you are looking to a crime channel for sanity, I fear you might be a bit lost. That said, why don't we get into the video and find out all about this troublesome and very deranged elementary school shooter? Sandy Hook is an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut, and as of November 30th, 2012, the elementary school had 456 kids enrolled in kindergarten through 4th grade. In this town, 28,000 residents, violent crimes are pretty rare, as there had only been one homicide in the 10 years before the school shooting. Even with that record, the school made sure to take the necessary precautions just to be prepared for anything, or almost anything at least. The school's security protocols had just been upgraded, and it required visitors to be admitted only after a visual and identification review by a video monitor. The school doors were locked by 9:30 a.m. each day after morning arrivals, with security like this just for an elementary school. You end up wondering what could go wrong. Well, something went very wrong on December 14th, 2012.
9:40 a.m. Reports of gunfire at Sandy Hook Elementary.
News of that elementary school shooting in Newtown, Connecticut.
911, what's the location of the emergency?
Sandy Hook School. I think there's somebody shooting in here at Sandy Hook School.
The predator was 20-year-old Adam Lanza, and the killings didn't exactly start in the elementary school. The killings began at 9:30 a.m. at the Lanza home, where Adam shot and killed his mother, 52-year-old Nancy Lanza, with a .22 caliber Savage Mark II rifle. For those who don't know much about guns, that is a big-ass gun. She was later found in her bed dressed in pajamas with 4 gunshot wounds to her head. Afterwards, Adam drove to Sandy Hook Elementary School in his mother's car. The school shooting began sometime after 9:35 a.m., when Adam, armed with his mother's Bushmaster XM15 E2S rifle and 10 magazines with 30 rounds each, shot his way through a glass panel next to the locked front entrance doors of the school. Some of the witnesses heard the initial gunfire over the school intercom system that was being used for morning announcements. The principal of the school, Don Hochsprung, and school psychologist Mary Sherlach were meeting with the other faculty members when they heard the loud sounds, but they didn't recognize them as gunshots. Principal Hochsprung, Mary Sherlach, and lead teacher Natalie Hammond went into the hall to find out the cause of the loud sound and ran into Adam. According to a faculty member at the meeting, the 3 women called out, "Shooter, stay put," which alerted their colleagues to the danger and saved their lives. Adam killed both Principal Hochsprung and Mary Sherlach immediately. Natalie Hammond was shot first in the leg and then sustained another gunshot wound. She lay still in the hallway and played dead. When she heard no more noise, she crawled back to the conference room and pressed her body against the door to keep it closed. Luckily, she survived and was later treated at Danbury Hospital. Another teacher, who was a substitute kindergarten teacher, was wounded in the attack as she got hit in the foot with a bullet that ricocheted while she was closing a door further down the hallway. Luckily, Adam never entered her classroom. After killing the principal and the school psychologist, Adam entered the main office but did not see the people hiding there and returned to the hallway. School nurse Sarah Sally Cox, aged 60, hid under a desk in her office and later described seeing the door open and Adam's boots and legs facing her desk from approximately 20 feet away. He stood for a few seconds before turning around and leaving. She and the school secretary, Barbara Halstead, called the police and hid in a first aid supply closet for about 4 hours. On the other hand, janitor Rick Thorne ran through hallways, alerting classrooms of the shooter. Adam forced his way into room 8, a first-grade classroom, where substitute teacher Lauren Russo had herd her first-grade students to the back of the classroom and tried hiding them in a bathroom. Lauren Rousseau, Rachel Diavino, a behavioral therapist who had been employed for a week at the school to work with a special needs student, and 15 students in the first grade classroom were killed. 14 of the children died at the scene, while one injured child was taken to a hospital for treatment but later died. Adam also went to room 10, another first grade classroom nearby. However, the reports about the order of events were conflicting. Some reports say that the classroom's teacher, Victoria Leigh Soto, had hidden some of the students in a closet or bathroom, and some of the other students were hiding under desks. As she was walking back to lock the classroom door, Adam entered the classroom, shooting her and the children under the desks. First grader Jesse Lewis shouted at his classmates to run for safety. Several of them did. However, Jesse Lewis was fatally shot. As Adam entered his classroom, earlier reports said that Victoria Leigh Soto told him the children were in the auditorium. When several of the children came out of their hiding places and tried to run for safety, Adam shot and killed them. Soto put herself between her students and the shooter, who fatally shot her 4 times. Annie Marie Murphy, the special education teacher who worked with special needs students in Soto's classroom, was found covering 6-year-old Dylan Hockley, who also died. Soto and 4 children were found dead in the classroom. 1 child was taken to the hospital but was later declared dead. 6 surviving children from the class and the school bus driver took shelter at a nearby home. A Hartford Courant report said that 6 children who escaped did so when Adam stopped shooting, either because his weapon jammed or when he was reloading it. According to the official report, released by the state's attorney, 9 children ran from Soto's classroom, and the police found 2 hiding in a class bathroom. There were several survivor accounts for teachers who managed to hide their students and barricade the doors. This act managed to save a lot of their lives from Adam's frenzied shooting. It was also believed that the school had done a practice drill weeks earlier, and some of the hiding spots used were those from the lockdown drill. The entire school shooting lasted about 5 minutes and ended when the police heard the final shot at 9:40 a.m. They believed that it was Adam shooting himself in the head with the Glock 20 SF in classroom 10. His body was found wearing a pale green pocket vest on a black polo shirt over a black t-shirt, with black socks and black sneakers, black fingerless gloves, and a black canvas belt. The Glock was found jammed near Adam, and the rifle was found several feet away from him. Another gun, a 9mm SIG Sauer P226, was also found on him. However, he didn't fire this gun during the incident. Newtown Police Department first entered the school at 9:45 a.m., roughly 9 minutes after the first 911 call and 10 minutes after the shooting started. This was also about 5 minutes after the last shot was heard, and the police fired no shots. The police locked down the school and began evacuating the survivor room by room, escorting groups of students and adults away from the school. They swept the school for other shooters at least 4 times. At approximately 10 a.m., Danbury Hospital sent extra medical staff expecting to treat numerous victims. 3 wounded patients were taken to the hospital, where 2 children were later declared dead. The 3rd injured person was an unidentified adult. The New York City Medical Examiner dispatched a portable morgue to assist the Newtown Police and Connecticut State Police. The victims' bodies were removed from the school and formally identified during the night after the shooting. A state trooper was assigned to each victim's family to protect their privacy and provide them with information. A large quantity of unused ammunition was recovered inside the school, along with 3 semi-automatic guns found with Adam. Outside the school, an Ishmash Saiga 12 shotgun was found in the car he had driven. On March 28, 2013, court documents released from the investigation showed that the shooting had occurred within less than 5 minutes, with 156 shots fired. This includes 154 shots from the rifle and 2 shots from the 10mm pistol. Adam had fired 1 shot from the Glock in the hallway and killed himself with the other shot from the pistol. A report issued by the Office of the Child Advocate in November 2014 said that Adam had Asperger's syndrome and depression, anxiety, and obsessive-compulsive disorder, but concluded that they had neither caused nor led to his murderous act. The question remains, what led him to this act? Thank you for watching this video. Hit us up in the comments section and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.